Mango Tree is one of the NGOs that is operating within Rachuonyo North. This NGO is Trans-Africa, and they're doing a very good job.
The Mango Tree works in areas to support people to build self-reliance and sustainability in areas. So the focus of our programs is around education. So the Mango Tree believes that education is a vehicle for lifting people out of poverty and changing lives.
The girls' secondary school dream came in 2009, 2010, but we're actualizing it this year. This project was born because of the initiative of the Mango Tree Orphan Support Trust, Kenya. We realized the girls are the most vulnerable. And with the pandemic around here, getting the virus, HIV, and then being widowed at a very, very tender age. We have an example of a lady who was widowed at 19 years, and she had already 2 kids.
I was chairman of the Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine many years ago, and whenever I travelled on behalf of my company, I would go and see research projects of the school, and increasingly that was all to do with HIV and AIDS. And I realized that an awful lot of the people that were dying had young children, and I was curious to know what would happen to the children when their parents died. And so that started my wife and I looking to see how we could help those children get an education.
With the Mango Tree Orphans, we've had many problems trying to support girls to stay in education. So lots of our work is not just about funding, it's also about adding value so that those students who are in school, that we're paying for fees for them to be in school, also are able to stay in school.
So that prompted us to think outside the box. We said, well, we are helping the orphans, yes, but it seems to be there's a big problem with the girl child. Yeah, we are tackling HIV and AIDS, but the mother, if you educate a woman, if you educate a lady, you educate the entire community. So we started empowering them.
As a child, I wanted to go to Loreto Girls. Then I began to ask myself, why isn't there a Starehe Girls? Long after that, I started working for the orphan child. And I began to have a dream. I looked at the orphans, and especially the boys. I registered many orphans, but after 2 years, I was touched by the rate at which girls were dropping out of school. I have normally a monthly meeting with the village volunteers, and they'll give their reports, and everyone will stand up and say, one more child has dropped. Why? Pregnancy. Another child, these stories, I tried teaching them. I've tried seminars. Every school holidays, seminars with children to talk about sexual health, to encourage them, to empower them. But I have found that there's also a weakness in our system of education, the boarding that our children go to, or when they go to day schools. There's a lot of distraction for the girl child. And worse still if the child is orphaned or has been orphaned, because they have a lot of emotional needs. So I began to dream about a school where I will have a happy school and a wonderful environment that enables the girl child, and especially the orphan, to flourish.
So we decided that we were going to actually build a school, a girls' school of excellence. This is going to be the first girls' school of excellence west of the Rift Valley. This is going to rival Starehe Girls. We are working hard, and especially with our sponsors. Our biggest sponsor so far for this has been Google. Google has given us $500,000 to start off the foundation, and our supporters from the UK, the Mango Tree UK, are actually helping us in fundraising so that we can actually get the school through. We also have local support that we are currently discussing with, whom we think are going to be able to help us in bridging the financial gap so we can see the school up and running by next year.
I developed an interest just because they were very clear, lucid and vivid in what they were delivering to the young people. And I felt that with such a system, the young people who are orphans would be able to grow and form our serious data bank concerning various levels of academics, various fields in academics that would grow this community and even Kenya at large. Some of them will go and work within the diaspora and at least develop the whole of Africa and even the whole world.
I appreciate the Mango Tree Orphan Support Trust for bringing out the potential in me and for making me turn out to who I am today. And I urge you to support, or rather continue supporting more girls out there, because in a girl is a potential leader. In a girl is that young woman who will never forget about the past, but will rather remember all the good things that one person did to them and try to do that to the rest of the community.
I owe a lot to Mango Tree because I would not be here if it were not for them. I would not be able to gain employment. I also want one day to go back to my community in Homa Bay County and be able to support a girl so that she may be able, in 10 years' time, she may be able to become something that they have always dreamed to become career-wise. Yeah.